Ladies, let's talk about cellulite. All right, I know this is probably some of people's least favorite things to acknowledge, but cellulite is real, it's normal, and you can totally affect some of the appearance of cellulite. Now, I am the first to admit and say and be semi-proud that I do have cellulite. And I say semi-proud because, let's admit it, if we could make our cellulite disappear in an instant, we would. But facts show that you can't exactly completely get rid of cellulite. So with that being said, I'm gonna share with you today how to reduce the appearance of cellulite. So cellulite is basically right under the skin, that dimply stuff you see. I think we're all pretty familiar with what cellulite is. However, what it really is distorted fascia. What is fascia? So I started on this giant research journey of what fascia is after seeing a really interesting video ad pop up on Facebook of this woman like rubbing this guy's back with this weird contraption looking thing, and I was looking to alleviate my back pain at the time and I didn't know what it was, but it ended up leading me down a research bunny hole of what is fascia and how does it affect the way our body moves, how does it affect our cellulite and all those other things. So with that being said, fascia is the connective tissue that connects between your fat, between your tendons, between your muscles, and it is basically right underneath the skin. So if you have ever cut like raw chicken before, you know that really thin like sheath type layer of like white kind of like, it doesn't look like netting, but it's very like thin, and I guess netting would be the kind of more appropriate word, but basically that is fascia. It kind of holds everything together. Think about it like the duct tape that would run through your body to hold everything together. So we all have fascia. Now, whether or not your fascia is healthy really depends on a few things, and especially when it comes to your environment and behavior and how you take care of yourself. And some of it is, some cellulite is definitely genetic. Now, you may have even noticed that cellulite is actually even on babies too. I mean, everybody has it in some form or another. Men, luckily, damn it, are much less likely to have cellulite. However, women can have it anywhere from the arms to their stomach, from the butt and the legs to the back, just about everywhere. And how bad your cellulite is going to be dependent on how distorted your fascia is. So I got started on this fascia journey probably about a year and a half ago. So I started to do some research, and I found a woman named Ashley Black, and you can research her as well. And she came up with this thing called the Fascia Blaster. And since then, I've been really diligent about taking care of my body and taking care of my fascia, especially being a group fitness instructor, creating programs. Working out is a huge part of my lifestyle and is a part of my business. And so taking care of myself, foam rolling and blasting my fascia and being able to get massages is a big part of my self-care routine and just overall well-being. So I bought what's called a fascia blaster, and I'm not saying that you have to buy this in order to see results. There's absolutely other ways you can do this without using this. This, I think, is around $80 or $90. It's definitely an investment piece. However, this thing has helped me a ton, not just with my cellulite on the back of my legs and on my butt, but with my shin splints as well. So if you've ever experienced shin splints, this has been a lifesaver. Now, as a group fitness instructor, I teach workouts that are two-sided. Some people are on the treadmill, some people are on the floor, and I'm running when I take the classes as well. And so as a trainer, you want to show up like a badass, right? You don't want to show up as a trainer and like not be able to fully do the workouts. So what I love is that I can use this anytime I want, usually in the shower, and I can use it on my shins, and it's helped with shin splints big time. It's also helped with any tightness in my muscles, especially in my legs and our quads and hammies, where a lot of people are tight naturally from sitting all day. So this is amazing. You can do tons and tons of YouTube research, Google, Pinterest, you name it, on the Fascia Blaster. And the number one thing you want to remember when you use this is that you want to use it when your skin has either oil, or I like to personally use shampoo. So I like to put shampoo on my legs, and then I go up and down, and then on my legs, and then I'm using this on the back as well. You want to go up and down or left and right, not circular motions. You want to go up, down, left, or right. And this has been a huge help with helping reduce the appearance of cellulite. So besides this, another big thing that's helped with reducing the appearance of cellulite has been drinking a shit ton of water. Seriously. So I know that before I got my Hydro Flask, I was kind of crappy about drinking a lot of water. So this is 40 ounces, and if I fill this up about 3 times a day, I'm getting more than enough water. I'm getting plenty. I can fill it up twice, and I'm getting what I need in water per day. Now, this has helped me keep accountable to how much water I'm drinking, and if you're drinking like juice or soda or sugary drinks, even some kombucha is super sugary, then you're gonna have a really tough time getting the appearance of cellulite to go down. And the number one thing you really wanna drink is water. Even better if you can do water with lemon and maybe apple cider vinegar in the morning, like taking a quick shot. That will help you actually absorb the minerals and nutrients and help you detox the body first thing in the morning. So having enough water, having a designated water bottle that you can fill up maybe once or twice a day, that's going to be big enough where it's going to have enough water that you should be drinking based on how much you weigh is going to be key. So how much water should you be drinking? Half of your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 120 pounds, you need 60 ounces minimum. All right, so tip number 2 is water. My next tip is one that I started a couple years ago, and I freaking love it. It is dry brushing. So this right here is a dry brush, and it sounds exactly like it is. So you basically want to start on the left side of your body where your heart is, and you want to brush up towards your heart. Now, the first couple times I did this, I gotta admit, it wasn't exactly comfortable, and it kind of hurt a little bit. The brush has gotten a little bit softer over time since I've used it so much, but it actually feels so good now. And when I do it, I can literally feel like this tingle of energy, and I feel like my body's getting replenished. So I'll start with my arms, I'll go down my back, I'll go up my chest, I'll go up my stomach, and then I'll make my way down to my legs. And I'll really focus on the back of my legs and on my glutes as well. And this thing is seriously amazing. It helps with lymphatic drainage. It helps to get the dead skin off. It just helps to get your toxins out of your body. And you know that your skin is one of the biggest organs of elimination in your body. So why wouldn't you take good care of it? This is one of my favorite things to do, and literally probably like $5 at Walmart. So if you have never done dry brushing before, I highly recommend it. I would recommend this to anybody and everybody that wants to have that good feel good energy, that wants to get all the toxins out, wants the lymphatic drainage. This is phenomenal. That's one of my favorite things to use, and I use it about every other day. The next tip I can give you when it comes to cellulite is collagen. All right, so collagen's newer on the scene. Not necessarily newer on the scene. I guess it's more of a hot topic now in the health and fitness industry, although it's been around for a really long time. But this is so great, especially when you are in your early 20s. You really want to start to, I don't want to say age prevention, but I would say age gracefully. And I am now 29 years old, and when I noticed that my wrinkles were coming in, I noticed that I wasn't bouncing back as quickly in my workouts. I kind of noticed my energy was not what it used to be in my early 20s. I knew that I needed to do something, and I take a bunch of different supplements now that help get me the nutrition I need that I wouldn't otherwise get from food. But collagen has been one of the best ways that I've been able to help my skin, and it's just helped me in so many different ways. So I highly recommend collagen. I got this one off of Amazon. This one is gluten-free, no MSG. It's not genetically modified, so it's non-GMO. It's keto. It is paleo-friendly. It is verified glyphosate-free, all natural, and it's also kosher as well. Lovely. So this one I recommend. You can get so many kinds. This is pasture raised and grass fed, which is key. You want to make sure that when you get a collagen that it is going to be pasture raised and grass fed. Now, if you are vegan, if you're vegetarian, there is, I believe, a fish one that you can look into as well. And I'm not sure if there's a vegan one. You'll have to do some research if you are vegan, because this is obviously an animal derived product. So with that being said, those are my tips for cellulite. Obviously, stretching, taking good care of yourself, and then using certain workouts to focus on the areas that you do have cellulite will help. Now, I will mention, when I first started working out and I had a lot more cellulite that was noticeable on the back of my thighs and my butt, when I started doing workouts, I almost felt like the visualization or the appearance got worse. There was a period where my cellulite actually kind of looked worse when I was losing weight, and I think it was because my body was flushing out the toxins, because the skin was starting to shrink from the weight loss, from the fat going away. And it just took a while, and it was an awkward period, but it honestly passed, and now it's a lot better. Now, is my cellulite gone? No. There's never been a time in my life when I didn't have cellulite or stretch marks, nor do I expect that to happen unless I had any kind of cosmetic procedure. But I do like being able to reduce the appearance of cellulite, and this is what's worked for me, and maybe it will work for you. So I want to know, what do you do in order to reduce the appearance of cellulite? Have you tried any of the methods I mentioned? Or if you tried something totally different that's worked and you love it and you're obsessed, share it below. I'd love to hear from you. Also, you can find me on Facebook under Abigail Oriema from Flab to Fab, and on Instagram from Flab to Fab Fitness, or you can head over to my blog from flabtofabfitness.com, or you can stalk me just about anywhere else. All right, you guys, have a lovely day, and I'll see you later.